Yo, 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 what's up, everybody? Straighten these bad boys out. What's going on? Oh, I wasn't going to stream tonight because I streamed yesterday, but I made that video today talking about, the fact that this Candace Erika thing is a complete psyop. And so I wanted to dive into that again tonight. So let's go ahead and get into it. Also, this is going to drive me insane. So hang on a second. Anybody else just absolutely crazy ADD, OCD, whatever you want to call it, that I noticed that it was off and I was like, nah, can't do that. I can't do that, guys. Can't make it happen. All right. So, yeah. So if you saw my video that I posted on Instagram a little while ago, well, I think it was like maybe a couple hours ago, about the distraction with this whole Candace and Erika thing, then that's a lot of what I'm going to talk about tonight. I just want to expand on that. Like, there was a lot that I couldn't say in the 3 minutes that I posted that reel. There's a lot more that you can say about it. And so I want to make sure that I'm thorough in my thoughts. I also just did I did a live with David Rodriguez. If you guys don't know who that is, David Nino. And we went over a lot of that. And I just thought, you know what? I want to do this on my own live. So here we are. In the meantime, guys, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube, please do so. I'm growing it slowly, but I just started it like a few months ago. So we're doing great. We're averaging about 1,000 subscribers a month, which is awesome. But please subscribe to my YouTube if you haven't yet. Follow me on X, follow me on Instagram. I'll put those right here. Some of you are watching from X, so you already know that. But here is my link, or here's my handle. I mean, make sure you guys go give me a follow. And then obviously, if you want to support, 2 ways you can do it. Please either subscribe to my X. I will be posting subscriber only content. I have already. And then you can also do super chats. I mean, if you guys want to throw some super chats up tonight, I will answer all of them. I'll do a little like Q&A session at the end, and we will get into your thoughts and your opinions, and we'll do that right away. So if you guys want to throw some super chats in there, I really appreciate the support. I haven't been able to monetize any of my platforms for a very long time. Now I can finally do that. So if you're one of those people that's constantly asking me for like Venmo or whatever, which I'm not going to do that. I've never been somebody who wanted to like have people Venmo them or Cash App or whatever. That's not my thing. If you want to actually support me by supporting the actual channel, because all of that goes towards actually growing this channel, growing this whole thing, and making it possible for me to do this more and at a higher level. So like everybody else, we're starting from the bottom. Here we are. I appreciate all you guys being here and supporting me. And yeah, any way you can do that, you can continue to do that. I really appreciate it. So let's get into it. Listen, what I basically said on my Instagram was this: the Candace Owens, Erika Kirk thing is not about Candace Owens or Erika Kirk. But you have all these influencers and you have all of these media personalities and all these freaking useful idiots out here making it about that. Okay. If you go and read some of these influencers and personalities tweets, just scroll down X for like 20 seconds. So many of them are making it about the characters of Erika and the character of Erika and the character of Candace, right? It's Candace is evil and she doesn't. I literally saw one today that Graham Allen, that freaking grifting piece of crap, literally said that Candace doesn't like God. Like, it's the most retarded, asinine things that you could possibly imagine. And all it is character defamation. And by the way, it's not just one side. It's not just on Candace. It's also on Erika. Everybody is making it about them. Everybody is making it about Team Candace versus Team Erika. And that's not what this is about. It never was. It's not about who Erika is. It's not about what she believes, what she thinks. It's not about how she's grieving. It's not about any of those things. And it's not about Candace. It's not about what her relationship was or what she thinks or believes now. Like, it's not about them. But this happens over and over and over and over, where the powers that be, the ones who are truly pulling the strings, whoever you want to believe that is, they make it about the people. They use emotional triggers to make you think that it's about one person versus the other. This has happened throughout history. This is such a common tactic that they use. It's wag the dog. All they are doing is weaponizing your emotional attachment to whoever it is that you're attached to, whether it's Candace or Erika. But this isn't about Candace Owens versus Erika Kirk. It's about truth versus the suppression of truth. That's what this is about. It's about wanting the truth about the assassination of Charlie Kirk. It's about wanting to know who killed him, why they killed him, and how they killed him. Because every single narrative that has come out from the officials, right, has been absolute dog crap. And everybody knows it. Everybody knows that there are more gaps in this freaking crime than possible to explain, okay? And so because of all those gaps, you naturally have people like Candace and other people who are trying to figure out what happened and who are asking questions. And of course, the people that are asking the questions are being smeared. There's massive smear campaigns, and they're being slandered, and they're being called names, and they're being like, it's the same tactics. But ultimately, that's what's happening. It just happens to be Candace. Candace just happens to be the one that's searching for the truth and actually asking the questions. But it's not about one versus the other. It's about the truth versus the suppression of the truth. And if you really want to know what side to be on, if you're going to pick a side, choose the side of truth. And so if you can look me in my eyes and you can tell me that you actually believe the narrative that the feds are putting out right now, I'm going to tell you one thing. I'm going to tell you you're either bought and paid for to say that, or you are the biggest useful idiot on the planet. Okay? And by the way, all those same people that are out there calling all of us who are asking questions conspiracy theorists, yeah. How'd we do during COVID, guys? I don't know if you saw this, but let me see if I can pull this up real quick. I'll send this. Hang on a second. I'm going to pull both of these up, actually. We have a couple things we want to... Here we go. 1, 2. Yeah, let's pull these up. You know, because this will just kind of prove my point. Okay, here we go. Yeah, let's just pull these up real quick. Let's just see what we can do with these. All right. And this one. So this just came out. Man, I remember how many times my account got shadow banned or disabled. I remember all the stickers that popped up on every single post I ever made. I remember the 3 to 4 to 5 page long links that those stickers brought you to talk about how safe and efficient and effective these vaccines were. I remember the fact that you couldn't even say the word vaccine for who knows how long without getting censored. You had to literally call it the jab or whatever, right? I also remember a lot of us talking about the fact that these things were causing heart problems, that they were causing blood clots, that they were causing infertility problems, all kinds of issues that now, sure enough, have come out and are completely true, even though so many of us got slandered for saying that it was true, for saying that these things were real. So, how'd we do during COVID, guys? All those people calling me a conspiracy theorist, how'd we do during COVID? That's what I thought. So maybe, just maybe you start listening to the conspiracy theorists. Also, I will point out that so many of the people that are calling all of us conspiracy theorists, they are the literal people. They are the people that built their platform on asking questions and the conspiracies with the Democrats or the conspiracies with COVID. A lot of these people. But now Now they completely flip and they're completely in line with the current narrative. Make it make sense for me. Make it make sense. Someone make it make sense for me, please. I need someone to explain this to me because it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. But regardless, what you see is a manufactured wag the dog divide. The purpose of which is to get people emotionally riled up, to choose a side, whether it's Candace or Erika, but completely forget the fact or not pay attention to the fact that this is not about them. It is simply about the fact that there is truth and we should all want it. We shouldn't just be supporting Candace in getting to the truth. We should all be demanding the truth. We should all be looking at this and saying, yeah, that doesn't add up. We want to know what actually happened. Okay? It's about the fact that she is doing that and a lot of other people are doing that. But what's happening to all of them? Once again, massive smear campaigns, coordinated attacks. And by the way, I don't think all of these people that are doing this, I posted something yesterday that was like, actually, I could probably pull that up too. I'll just pull this up. Why not? Appreciate you guys being, I appreciate the super chat. Who is that from? Well, I'll answer it at the end here. David Johnson, I appreciate you, bro. Thanks. So let's pull this up real quick. I'm just going to pull this up and let's just take a look at it here. I got so much crap on my phone, guys. It's insane. All right, here we go. So we will take this off the stage and we will put that one on. All right, check this out. Nope, this one. So I posted this yesterday. And I don't know if you can see it perfectly, but if you look really closely, you can see that is just what I could find. Those are just the posts that I could find. There are tons more, but these are just the ones that I found. Look at all the people and look at what they're saying and look at the timestamps. It was an absolute coordinated attack on Candace Owens. That's what it was. But it wasn't just on Candace Owens. Once again, this is a coordinated attack on the truth. This is a coordinated attack on actually getting to the bottom of this assassination and knowing what really happened. That's what this is. And what I was going to say was all of these people, I think some of them are probably bought and paid for. I definitely think some of them are probably taking a paycheck and that's why they're doing it. There's some of the biggest grifters on planet Earth on this list. I mean, literally, like if you haven't been following some of these people and you don't understand that yet, I think you're blind because anyway, point is, I think a lot of them are just that dumb. I think a lot of them are just useful idiots. And I think a lot of them are just so vain and so dumb that the powers that be know that they can just use them and manipulate them, and they count on something like this happening. And so it just gets lumped in. I don't think all of these people are that smart or are paid. And I've said this so many times. But this is a coordinated attack. Okay? And it also just so happens that so many of those people in that group right there, they're part of the new press pool in the Pentagon. Coincidence? Or am I just a conspiracy theorist? Right? All these new kids, all these new influencers, the MAGA influencers and podcasters that somehow found their way into the press pool in the Pentagon after we got rid of all the other ones. Weird, right? Weird. So weird. They're all parroting the same exact thing. Wonder where it came from. So anyway, this is what's happening right now. And you might be asking, well, okay, so if that's the case, what are they distracting us from? Well, this might be one of those things. I'll just pull this up real quick. Yeah, Cam Higbee. I called his ass out again. He'll never answer. He'll never debate me. Okay, let's see here. Let's pull this one up real quick. Hold up. Is this what I'm looking for? Yeah. So yesterday, while everybody was distracted, this happened. a bipartisan approval for a bill for $900 billion more dollars for defense. And there's aid in there too, I'm sure. And you guys can probably use your imagination as to where all that money's going. Yeah, you could definitely figure that out. $900 billion, guys, slipped right under it. Nobody saw that coming. Most people didn't anyway. That happened yesterday. Here's another thing that happened yesterday. Let me pull this up real quick. Some of you might know about this. I think most people don't, but I'm actually going to pull up. Okay, here we go. This one right here. So I'm going to show you this first, and then I'll actually show you a video that I included in one of my posts today as well. Let me remove that. So check this out. So this also happened while we were all paying attention to the dog and pony show of Team 1 versus Team 2. There's no sound, so don't worry. There's no sound. And you might be asking, what's happening here? Well, I'll just let Trump explain to you what's happening here. So as soon as this is over, I'll just let him explain. Just hang tight. All right, where is this thing? Okay. Well, I'll just kind of explain it before I find this because I'm not sure exactly where it went. But basically, the United States military seized a massive Venezuelan oil tanker. Do you remember when I made that post a few days ago, if you guys have been following me on my other platforms, about how it doesn't seem like those boats being targeted and destroyed is really about drugs? Do you remember when I said that? Remember when I said it seems like it's more about the oil reserves that Venezuela has? Because Venezuela, let me remind you, has the highest oil reserves in the world. Okay? In the world. Highest oil reserves in the world. Yeah. Probably nothing, guys. Just conspiracies, right? But let me where the heck did that video go? Let me find it. This is the problem. I wish you guys could see my phone. I wish you guys could see the absolute chaos that my phone is and how much crap I have on it. Hang on. All right. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it. You guys might have to just look it up because I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it. It's freaking bare. Oh, you know what I'll do, actually? Here's what we'll do. We're just going to pull it up. Here, hang on a second. I'm going to pull it up on my X, and I will share it with you guys. How about that? Because I know I posted it on there. So let's just pull that up. Here we go. All right. So let me share my screen with you. Okay. And this. Okay. So this is the video that I posted today. And I will just go ahead and play it here. Just make sure you guys let me know if you can hear it and everything. Didn't see this.
We're giving them full opportunity to do it the easy way. And when it doesn't work, we'll do it the hard way.
If we can do things the easy way, that's fine. And if we have to do it the hard way, that's fine too.
Chemical weapons is a threat to the United States.
Fentanyl poses a chemical weapons threat to the United States.
Al-Qaeda terrorists inside Iraq.
Al-Qaeda of our hemisphere.
We can get rid of Saddam. It could really begin to transform the region.
There's an opportunity to transform the entire region.
Bringing freedom and democracy.
Democracy and freedom
can serve as a
Beacon of hope.
Shock and awe.
Yep, it's real. Trump confirmed it.
As you probably know, we've just seized a tanker on the coast of Venezuela, large tanker, very large. Largest one ever seized, actually. And other things are happening, so you'll be seeing that later, and you'll be talking about that later with some other people.
Thank you. Can you explain a little more about this Venezuelan oil tanker and share a little more information?
Well, I'll let the people do it, but you see the result, and I guess they probably have released the pictures by now or pretty soon. You'll discuss that with the appropriate people later on, but no, it was seized for a very good reason.
Well, what happens to the oil on this ship?
Well, we keep it, I guess.
Where does it go? What port does it go to?
Well, you have to follow the tanker. You know, you're a good newsman. Just follow the tanker.
Do you know where
Follow it. Get a helicopter. Follow the tanker.
Is it true it's going to
But we're gonna. I assume we're gonna keep the.
Almost like we're running that same playbook. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a conspiracy theorist. Yeah, so you know, there it is. That all happened while everybody was distracted, while everybody was Team Candace versus Team Erika and paying attention to all that absolute slop. $900 billion defense and aid bill passed right under our noses. More of our money going somewhere where we don't want it to go, and us just having to deal with that and having to be okay with it. And then, of course, the seizure of this massive oil tanker in Venezuela as we seemingly steamroll towards another conflict in South America now. And it seems like, you know, I don't know if this is true or not, but just it kind of seems like Venezuela is about to be Iraq 2.0. So take that for what it's worth. But yeah, that's what's going on. So, you know, when you look at that, and by the way, yes, I love that. Yes, we're pirates now. So the thing about this is, I think we've gotten to a place where everybody looks at these issues and they immediately only see the most emotional piece of it. Okay, so like I even had somebody today, I don't know who it was, but they said that this Erika Kirk and Candace Owens thing is supposed to be like, or they said that they think it's dividing the MAGA movement. Dude, the MAGA movement is just as big of a psyop as the Candace and Erika thing is, okay? By the way, I'm not saying that that's not a real thing going on between Candace and Erika. I'm not saying it's not a real thing going on between Turning Point and Candace. Like, there's definitely something going on, and there is definitely an effort to cover it up. No question about it, okay? Because that's not how you act if you're innocent, right? And there's been so many things that have come out that allegedly there's people within Turning Point that are being investigated for some pretty serious crimes, some serious things. Allegedly, there's been reports of millions and millions of dollars being laundered and sent to parking lots and like all kinds of stuff. Coincidentally, also, before Charlie died, I don't know if you guys remember this, but he was talking, we've heard that supposedly he was trying to audit the company. And I don't know exactly who it was, but a lot of people, I feel like, I might be wrong on this one, but I think a couple of them or a few of the like executives or whatever were laid off and then rehired. And anyway, the whole point is it's very messy and there's definitely something going on. And that's what Candace is trying to figure out. That's what all of us should be trying to figure out. But see, every single time someone tries to figure this out, the same thing happens. Slandered, smeared, called names, rejected, right? And buried. And made to be some kind of like actual villain. I mean, they're literally using the word evil with her. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. Meanwhile, while Erika Kirk is going on doing these interviews, they're literally on a book tour for Charlie. You can't make it up. They're on a book tour. Okay. And it's not just Erika. It's all of Turning Point that's promoting the book. It's Donald Trump Jr. It's the Trump, like they're on a book tour, guys. I think she did another 2 interviews today or something like that. Like, it's insane. Okay. And I've already said this a million times, so I'll just say it one more time. But like, Not one more time. I'll probably say it again, but I'll just say it again. Erika Kirk is weird. It's just weird. Like, I don't care. Either she's weird, like I said last night, or there's something different. There's something going on with her. I don't know if you guys also saw this, but I did think this was interesting as well. It might not. It might be nothing, you know? It might be nothing. But I don't know if you guys saw. Let me just pull this up real quick. They announced the Turning Point speakers. Did you guys see that? They're doing their AmFest that they do every year or whatever. Did you see that they announced the speakers? So you know how there's been like a lot of weird controversy around the Erika and JD Vance situation? Well, there's rumors, again, it's just rumors, but there's rumors that there might be a Vance Kirk ticket for 2028. Pastor Rob McCoy or Frank Turek or one of those, they're the ones that literally brought it up. That's how I first heard about it. Those guys brought it up. So, whether that's true or not, I don't know. But those guys seem to be thinking it might be. But let's just pull this up. And again, it may be nothing. I might just be reading into it, but I just found this really interesting. What do you guys notice about that lineup? Let's see if I can make it a little bit bigger. Nope, that's not going to work. Hang on. Can I make it bigger? Nah, no, I can't. Let's just see, though. Let's just see if you guys can see. Let's see if you see what I see. What do you guys think? Yeah, Tucker's at the top. True. But what else is going on up there? What else is going on at the top? Again, it may be nothing. This might just be grasping straws. I'll admit it. Okay. But I'm just saying, when I saw it, I was like, that's really, really interesting. The first two speakers, JD Vance, and sure enough, Erika Kirk. First two speakers, JD Vance, Erika Kirk. I just found it really interesting. That's all. That's all. Take that for what it's worth. I'm sure she did. Someone said Erika said that she said on Fox News she wasn't running for anything. I'm sure she said that. That doesn't change anything, and that it definitely doesn't mean that that I'm going to believe it. So anyway, point is just interesting things to point out, right? There's something else that I thought I would point out to you guys that I don't know if you guys have seen yet, but this one blew my mind. And yes, it is real and it is verified. Check this out, though. Let me see. Is it this one? I got to kind of look through them. Hang on a second, guys. Nope, that's not it. Try one more. Let's see. While I'm pulling these up again, guys, please make sure you subscribe to my YouTube if you haven't yet. Throw some super chats in there if you want me to answer those at the end. I will be answering the super chats at the end, so we'll have a conversation. I'll do a little Q&A. Okay, here we go. And I appreciate it. Here we go. You can't make this up, dude. You literally can't make this up. For those of you that don't know what you're looking at, I think everybody does, but just in case you don't know what you're looking at, that's Erika Kirk, aka Erika Franciv. I don't even know how to say that last name. Yair Netanyahu, who is the son of Benjamin Netanyahu, and Tyler Boyer. Yeah. Introducing the Arizonian Israel Public Affairs Committee. When was that? Oh, June 13th, 2019. Hey, look, the story's writing itself, guys. So just add this to the list of all of the holy shit that makes no sense and it's freaking insane list. Just add that to all that, okay? That whole list of all the things that don't make sense and don't add up about Charlie Kirk, Erika Kirk, Turning Point, all this stuff. Go ahead and just add that one. Add that one. We still think there's no connection to Israel? Anybody still thinking that? No? Okay, good, because there's definitely a connection. The pot thickens with honey. Yeah, for real though. Like when I saw this, I was floored. I for sure searched. I was like, there's no way this is real. There's no way this is real. It's real. It's real. Yeah, it's real. So now she's been in music videos. She's been her parents are freaking, they work for the government. Now she's part of this like Arizonian Israel Public Affairs Committee with Yair Netanyahu and Tyler Boyer. Which, by the way, I don't know everything that's going on with Tyler, but I've heard some pretty crazy things about Tyler and what people are thinking about him. I will just tell you that my insiders have said that there have been a lot of problems with Tyler. There's been a lot of investigations when it comes to Tyler and potential misconduct, we'll just say, with students, right? I don't know if those have been confirmed totally yet, but Tyler's a pineapple. Yeah, I mean, I would not doubt it at all. At all. So, all of these things, right? All of these things. These are all the gaps. These are all the holes that I'm talking about that exist. And the reason why people like Candace, people like me, people like Tucker, all of these people are speaking out about it and trying to figure out what the hell is going on. This is why. And so when you look at what's happening with Erika and Candace right now, it is a very calculated, manufactured narrative that is being spun to make it an emotional connection for people that are on Candace's side and people that are on Erika's side, to make it Erika versus Candace. But it is not Erika versus Candace. It is about truth versus the suppression of truth. It is about all of these holes, all of these questions that people are asking. It's about making sure those questions are not asked. And it's about suppressing the answers of those questions. That's what it's about. But they have everybody so wrapped up in this Erika Kirk thing and this Candace Owens thing, this team this and team that. It's so stupid and so fake and gay, it's not even funny. This is a uniparty, guys. This is a uniparty, okay? I hope that more people are waking up to this, but this is a game. And the players, the real players, they're pulling the strings of our uniparty, okay? All of this, all of it is fake and gay. And the reality is, all of it comes back to the fact that there's a lot of questions that have been asked and a whole lot of answers that haven't been given. And by the way, Charlie Kirk himself was asking those questions before he died. Yeah. We still don't have the Epstein files, guys. Just saying. Also, it's really interesting. I think I played this on my stream the other night. If you saw the president of Venezuela's speech, you know, where he called out Trump and the West for basically doing everything they're doing in South America to suppress the Epstein files as part of it, right? Yeah, he called that out. So kind of weird, right? Kind of weird that now we're seizing their oil tankers. Probably just a coincidence. It's probably just full of drugs. Oh man, I'm sorry. I just have to laugh. I have to laugh because it's retarded. Like, I mean, I don't understand how anybody can't see this. I truly don't. I look in the comment sections with some of these morons on X and I'm like, holy crap, dude. Hook, line, and sinker. So many Christians being completely manipulated and controlled by their faith because Erika Kirk is a woman of faith. Great. Fantastic. I'm glad she is. That doesn't make her immune from criticism. It actually makes her easier to criticize. I've said this so many times. Men and women of God are not above criticism. They should actually be looked into even harder, because some of the worst tragedies, some of the worst horrific crimes that have ever been committed in the history of mankind have been committed by men and women of God. So miss me with the whole she's a woman of God and this is godly sorrow. Not taking it. No. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care how strong you think she is, okay? I don't care. I still think it's freaking weird that she's out here doing press conferences, that she's doing podcasts, that she's doing all the things she's doing, and while everything else is happening on the side. I still think it's weird that Turning Point seems to be doing everything that Charlie stood against before he died. And I still think it's all connected. And you cannot convince me otherwise. You can't. And I'll tell you this too. All the people are like, well, what if Candace is wrong? Candace isn't wrong. She may be wrong about certain things, okay? She may be wrong about certain things, but that's part of one of the craziest things about this whole situation, I'll tell you this too, has been the people that are criticizing her for accusing people and being wrong about it. It's like, tell me you've never watched a murder mystery or like a crime investigation in your life without telling me. I mean, how many people are quote unquote accused or thrown under the bus before they actually figure out who it is that committed the crime in these situations? How many documentaries have you watched? How many movies have you watched where they literally pull people out in handcuffs in front of their family and their friends at a birthday party or whatever, and they end up being innocent? This is no different. The only difference is that it's digital and not physical. She is like metaphor. She is digitally walking in and pulling these people out in handcuffs to investigate them and figure out if they're actually guilty of the crimes that she is investigating. That's how this works. There's going to be people that get caught in the crossfire. It's just how it is. But how else do you get people to slip up and make mistakes? And how else do you expose the people who actually committed the crimes if you're not looking into everybody and anybody that could be a potential suspect? She's pointing and spraying. That's how it works. And then you hope that somebody slips up and makes a mistake and gives themselves up. Or that you get a lead. How in the world do you think that she's just going to... What do you expect? Do you just expect her to only say the people that are right? How? No one knows who's right. No one knows who did it. No one knows who's actually guilty. That's the point. This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard when people come into my DMs or comment, well, I just don't like how she's accusing everybody and ruining their lives. They're suspects. The closest people to Charlie they're easily going to be suspects, which is actually really weird that the feds and the other people and the people investigating this crime supposedly don't consider them suspects. But then again, how many posts on X were there that were literally saying that Charlie was going to be murdered or saying that something was going to happen to Charlie at UVU like 15 days before it actually happened? This is real, guys. Tucker just talked about it on Theo Vaughn's podcast and they pulled up the tweets. No one investigated any of those people. You're telling me those aren't some of the most prime suspects possible? How did they know something was going to happen at UVU? How did they know something was going to happen on the day that it happened? Just a lucky guess, I guess. None of those people have been investigated, guys. None. Zero. The only person that has been investigated, that is being investigated, is this Tyler kid. That we obviously know is not the one that killed Charlie. I mean, we don't know, right? Don't know, but like if it looks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, right? Oh, and then conveniently, I don't know if you guys saw this also, but in the last 2 days, I think it was actually yesterday, they allowed cameras in the courtroom for Tyler, and they've been streaming the court case. And of course, go on X once again and look at all the same people that I just talked about that were smearing Candace. Go look at all their posts right now about Tyler. It's the same talking point. Oh, Tyler's laughing in the courtroom. He's mocking Charlie. Blah, 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 blah. This movie is stupid. It's terrible. The plot's awful. The actors are terrible. I mean, come on. It doesn't even have good music. I want a refund immediately. And anybody that is still sitting in the theater watching this movie, enjoying it, I think you're insane. I think you're absolutely insane. And then, yeah, somebody just said that too. Somebody just said, but Candace is the grifter. Do you know how much money Turning Point USA has made since Charlie died? Do you know? I don't know the exact number, but I heard it's hundreds of millions of dollars. Candace just said herself that there was some fundraiser, which has been completely confirmed. I think it was at the White House, and they made like tens of millions of dollars. Yeah, 140, 150 million dollars. Like, guys. So that was another thing that when I was watching the Fox News interview with freaking Erika, I'm like, you're bringing up money now? You? Turning Point? You're bringing up money? What? By the way, we can't talk about money and we can't talk about Turning Point. We can't talk about Charlie without talking about this. Here's another thing that I just, I gotta put up here. I just have to do it. I just have to do it. And I just think it's really interesting. For those of you guys that have been here for a minute, you know that I pretty much wrecked. You guys know him as Talman Tatum. I like to call him Sergeant Shekels or Lieutenant Dreidel. But here's the thing, okay, or Deputy Dreidel, excuse me. But here's the thing, though. How many of you have noticed, I'm talking about Officer Tatum, by the way. How many of you have noticed that in the last, I think, 12 days, there's been 0 posts about Israel? How many of you noticed that? Did anybody notice that? Kind of interesting, since supposedly this campaign that they were doing for Israel was supposed to end about 12 days ago. Coincidence, probably just coincidence. But anyway, you can't make it up, man. America Fest Shabbat featuring Brooke Goldstein, Brandon Tatum, Pastor Rob McCoy during TP USA's America Fest. You can't make it up, man. You just can't. Also, I would just like to point this out as well. Whether he did or not, I don't know. But there's still been no news and nothing about any donation or any check that went to Erika, Kirk, or her kids about any of that merch that he was selling that I called him out for. None of that. I'm just saying, it's weird. If I was buying merch from them under the pretense of you thought all your money was going to go to the Kirk family for your t-shirt that you bought from them, I would be asking questions. Just saying. And again, I'm not accusing him of anything. I don't know, but I'm just saying that's something I feel like you probably need to announce publicly, right? I mean, we would. If we did something like that with my company, it would be a public statement afterwards. Hey, thanks so much for supporting us, guys. Thanks so much for supporting Charlie. We appreciate you guys. We told you we were going to cut a check to Erika and her family. Here's how much we made. This is what we were able to bring in because of all you guys and your generosity. Here's the check that we're going to give to Erika and her kids. Oh, and by the way, here's the video of us doing it. See, that's how you do that. Been in this game for a minute now. That's how you do that. Of course, I have my little merch store, though, you know. So what happened? What happened? Where are those donations at? Where's that check at? I don't know, man. I don't know. But anyway, The pastor, guys. So again, just go back to this too. All of this is happening while the big, so let's talk about what we're actually being distracted from, right? Because it's not just $9 billion. It's not just the oil tanker. It's also the fact that the biggest, most expansive propaganda campaign in human history is being launched on Christians all across America and all across the world right now. Thousands of pastors, thousands, just got back from Israel, where they didn't learn how to teach. They didn't learn about teaching about God better, or teaching about his gospel, or teaching about faith. They learned about how to support the state of Israel and how to garner support and recruit more people to learn how to support the state of Israel within their churches and their message they're giving to their churches. Specifically, the younger pastors. Specifically, to reach the younger generations. Who was it that was the most influential person when it came to the younger generations that was starting to wake up to the truth of everything that has to do with the state of Israel and the infiltration and subversion of Judaism on Christianity in America? Who was that? Oh, that was Charlie Kirk. Yeah, that was Charlie Kirk. I'm doing the weird whispering thing. I just noticed that. I didn't mean to do that. But for real, that's what's happening right under our noses. And it's real. I'll go back to the speaker list. Here's your speaker list. Sergeant Shekels. I think Sergeant Shekels is on. Actually, I don't even know if he's on there. I didn't look. Now that you say that, let's see. He's probably on there. I can't imagine he wouldn't be. Let's see. Yeah, he's there. Brandon Tatum, right by all the other Zionist shills. Yep, you got, I'll read them to you guys if you can't see them. You got J.D. Vance, Erika Kirk, Tucker Carlson, Steve Bannon, Donald Trump Jr., Tulsi Gabbard, Megyn Kelly, Jesse Waters, Greg Gutfeld, Ben Shapiro, Glenn Beck, Grant Cardone, Vivek Ramaswamy, Matt Walsh, Michael Knowles, Benny Johnson, Jack Posobiec, Sean Duffy, Rachel Campos Duffy, Dr. Ben Carson, Tom Homan, Byron Donalds, Anna Paulina Luna, Ken Paxton, Dr. J, I don't know how to say his last name. I also can't read it. Andy Biggs, Allie Beth Stuckey, Riley Gaines, Savannah Chrisley, Danica Patrick, Matt Shaw, Roger Stone, Russell Brand, Rob Schneider, Todd Chrisley, Brandon Tatum, John, I don't know how to say last name, Greg Laurie, Gary Brecka, Graham Allen, Mike Collins, Alex Clark, Nick Freitas, James O'Keefe, Bryce Crawford, Keenan Clark, Dr. Frank Turek, Tom Tiffany, Helda Buckman, Jonathan Keeperman, Michael Watley, Alex, what does that say? Berenson, Dr. Joseph, Boot. For some reason, it's blurry at the end. Dr. James, or Catherine, does that say Mangu Ward, Doug Wilson, Lucas Mills, Mark Lamb, Kristen Hawkins. Oops, it went away. Hold up a second. Let me go back. All right. What the heck? Why did that do that? Who are those last two? I don't know why, but my thing just freaking changed on me. Let's go back. Well, you guys can read the last ones. I can't read them because that just put a bar over it or whatever. But anyway, yeah, that's the lineup for America Fest. And I will say, here's the thing. I will say I did hear that they're putting Tucker on, and it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting how they do with Tucker, because I heard a rumor that they're putting Tucker on with Ben Shapiro at the same time. Why you would do that? I don't know. It'll be pretty interesting. Also, yeah, so basically Fox Blaze, Daily Wire, and lots of pastors. Exactly. Oh, by the way, you guys are the first to see this. I got an interesting message today. Let me show you this. I'll tell you what, Daily Wire is desperate. If they're hitting my inbox, they are desperate, because they are obviously not doing their research on who they're talking to. But check this out. I got this in my DMs today. I think it was today. Maybe it was yesterday. Let's see. Hey, we're not sure who's headed to AmFest this year, but if you're going to be in Phoenix, we'd love to have you join us for the Daily Wire's Mayflower Cigar After Party at Thursday night. It's an invite-only event with creators, talent, and friends of the Daily Wire. We'd love to have you there if you'll be in town. Nope. Absolutely not. The fact that they hit my box, my DMs, says they are desperate, bro. They are desperate. I think I saw somewhere that Ben Shapiro's getting like a few thousand views on every one of his posts now. It's so funny, man. It's just freaking crazy. What do you guys think? Put it in the chat. And then let me answer this super chat. I'll go up here. And again, if you guys have questions or anything, throw the super chat in there and I will answer them. Unemployed and living in a garage. Brother, but I nailed it. You do not need to send me money, dude. I appreciate it, but you do not need to send me money. Thank you so much. Actually, DM me and I'm going to send you some Patriot gear, man. DM me and I'm going to send you some gear. I really appreciate that. That means a lot. Do not send me any more money though. I appreciate you, but don't do that. Send me a DM on Instagram and I'll get you some Patriot gear sent out. David Johnson. I appreciate you, bro. Anybody else that wants to throw super chats up, go ahead. Now is the time. I will answer a few of those before I go home. But I got to do it that way, guys. I got to do it that way because, again, I haven't been able to monetize any of this stuff for a very long time. Please don't do it, though, if you're freaking homeless in a garage. That's different, okay? Don't send me a super chat if you're homeless in a garage. But if you have the ability to support me and my channel, I really appreciate it, guys. And it will go straight to this channel. That's the only place it goes. I don't have a team. I do all this myself. As a matter of fact, right now I'm looking at a monitor. Okay, I'll even post this on my story so you know I'm not lying. I'll post it later. I'm looking at a monitor that I have stacked on top of a cardboard box, which is stacked on top of 2 crates. And then my camera is behind the monitor. And that's how I pulled this off. No fancy screens, no fancy setup. This is literally ground up production by yours truly. So when I tell you any support you can give me, that is going straight towards not having to use cardboard boxes and crates anymore for my freaking monitor. So yeah, if you can do that, that'd be great. And I will answer any of them you put in there. New sub. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you for the subscription. Yeah. And if you can't donate, just sub. Subs help a ton too, please. Hey, baby channel, you know what? It's all good. That's how it goes. You grow slowly. So it's all good. Yeah, hit the like and share and please sub. And if you can, like I said, if you're willing, throw some super chats in there and I'll answer them. If not, I will go home and hang out with my wife. I'm going home to hang out with my wife anyway, but I'll do it earlier. I just wanted to get on here and rap for a bit. We've been rapping for almost an hour. Just wanted to, like I said, I just wanted to expand on everything that I posted today. So I think I accomplished that. I hope I did. Yeah. If you have anything else, let me know. I'll give it a few minutes. Show you a couple other things while I do that. And if there's some more super chats that come through, we'll answer them. There was one more thing I wanted to talk about. All right, here we go. Let's do this one. Okay. New sub. Wave Tranquility. Hey, thanks so much. I appreciate the sub and the super chat. Did you see Barron's tonight? Ooh, no. Hands burned. No, I didn't. What's that about? Tell me. Tell me what that's about. I did not see Barron's. I missed Barron's tonight. I think Ian was going on tonight too, but I missed both of them. I've been super busy with the Christmas stuff with Official Patriot Gear. We just, it's all hands on deck right now. But what's that about? What's that about? Tell me. Wave Tranquility. Tell me what that's about. Sonia Loss. Hey, thank you so much for the super sticker. I really appreciate that. Is it Sonia Low? Sonia Low 510. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That means a lot. Charlie's hands show burns. What? Really? I did see the spinal thing. I saw the spinal thing and I saw a breakdown of it that made it make absolutely no sense. Like it didn't make any sense how it could possibly come from where they said it did, hit that vertebrae and go down. Like it doesn't make any sense at all. So another thing you just add on the list of all the things that don't make any sense. Yeah, everybody's saying Charlie has burns on his hands. What are the burns though? Like what did he say they were from? For everybody asking me if I've seen Europa, yes, I've seen Europa. Yeah, tell me what you mean by that. What do you mean by his hand? Explain the hands thing. I haven't seen that yet. Can anybody explain it? Like in detail? Just type it in there and I'll put it up on the screen. There's one more thing I was going to share, but I'm looking for it. I'm not seeing it. Oh, maybe this was it. No, that's not it. Okay. See you in Valhalla. Okay, if somebody can explain the hands thing, go ahead. If you have another question, throw a super chat up and I'll answer it. They look like electric. Okay, here. They look like electric burns all over his hands and up his arm, and we were thinking that that's why they wouldn't let the EMTs near him. No ambulance nearby. Why creepy Erika hand photo? Interesting. I don't know, man. Just, more stuff that doesn't make any sense. More stuff that just doesn't add up. Not the Chrisleys. Oh, yeah, the Chrisleys. Yeah, that's really interesting. I'll have to go watch that later. I didn't see that. I saw somebody talk about Ian's app. Yeah, Ian launched his buyer's app. It's awesome. Awesome app. Huge congrats to him for being number one right now. I know how hard he's worked on it. I've seen a little bit behind the scenes of him working on it and stuff. And dude, that guy works hard. Like you'll be hard pressed to find somebody that works harder than Ian does. I've seen it firsthand. He's a good friend of mine. So shout out to Ian. I just said yes. I've seen Europa. Electrified the mic. Dan Flood on plastic. Essentially, they electrified the platform and removed the ground from the mic. Not really feasible. Interesting. Yeah, that is very interesting. I'm definitely gonna have to go watch the Baron's stream. He did it tonight. You said tonight or yesterday or when was it? I'm gonna message somebody real quick about this. I'll tell you what, my phone has been super weird today. I don't know why. It's been really weird. It's like not sending messages and all kinds of stuff. Okay, he did it tonight. Cool. All right, I'll go check it out. Yeah, I will. I'll definitely go check that out. All right, guys. If anybody else has anything else, if you want to throw any other super chats, throw them in there. I'll answer them right now. Questions, just questions. If you guys have questions, throw them in the super chat and I'll answer. If not, I will call this and I will say I appreciate you guys and thank you, and we'll call it for the night. And then this will be up on my channel. You can watch it later if you missed anything. I'll give it just a couple more minutes. We're at just about an hour. 1,300 people. That's freaking awesome, guys. Thank you so much for the support. I appreciate all you guys watching. All right, guys. Any other questions? Throw them up if you have any. Okay. I think I'm probably going to call it then. All right, cool. Well, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Again, please make sure you subscribe to my YouTube. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on X. And Tim Pool is melting down. Yeah, he is. Tim Pool is a joke. You heard it from here. Yeah, I'll be on again soon. I appreciate you guys. Thank you again for the support. And we'll catch you later.